Welcome to Straight Talk with your host, Patti Foster.
What would you like me to talk about today?
How has God been helping you?
God has helped me a lot. I have to stay in the right corner. He shows up. It doesn't matter who I am. He always helps me. No matter. I did one time a speaking engagement. The way I opened up is everybody wants to know, why did I survive? Or how did you survive? The only thing I can say, I happened to be at the right place at the right time. And God was with me. God is something we cannot touch him, but no matter where we are around the world, he's always with us. It doesn't matter if you're asleep or you're awake or where you are, as long as you believe that he will be there when you need him. He is always there. There's very little I can say about it. I'm Jewish, born. I observe the Jewish faith, and I believe in my faith. But at the same time, I believe in every person to believe something. It doesn't matter who you are or what you are or what you want to call it. As long as you believe, it's okay. We all have to express ourselves in 100 different ways, because it doesn't matter who you are or what you are, as long as you believe.
Tell us about your trip to Lubbock.
Oh, Lubbock was a very beautiful city. I arrived there. I went to Lubbock, and the day I arrived, we didn't have any. I didn't have any engagement. All they did is got me to the hotel, checked me in. My hotel number was 711. 7th floor, 11th room.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful room. I enjoyed it very much, except I didn't take a bath. I just took a sponge bath because on strange places I do not want to expose my body. And I didn't see any human being. I left and no human being came to see me. And so it was very quiet and very nice. And they took me out for dinner. We had a very nice dinner. I don't even remember. I ate some kind of a soup, a vegetable soup. And it was very nice, brought me back. I went to sleep that night. Next day, I went down, I had breakfast. And they had a hard time with me because they were going by room numbers. But my name was no place there. I could sign the ticket, but they could never find me. Because I was on a different name. So I tried to explain it to them. I ate breakfast. I went ahead and ate breakfast. And I tried to explain that my name is not on it. The girl signed for me. Somebody else's name is on the thing. Anyway, by the time we checked out, they said everything is okay. So I don't know what they did, if they charged me for breakfast or not. I do not have no idea. Then we went to the school. The school had between 800 to 1,000 students that I saw that day. I think it must have been around 2 o'clock that afternoon. When I ordered the ticket, I told them that they ordered me a ticket with wheelchair service in case I needed to have a wheelchair standing by. And that's how they ordered my ticket. By having that, the principal decided to bring a wheelchair into the school. And he wheeled me all around to the school. It was very nice. The poor principal carried me all over on a wheelchair. And by the time I got through, my voice disappeared. I couldn't talk anymore. And then I just had question and answers. I never had the recall after it. They really liked me. That reporters came out, the newspaper came out, but the Holocaust Museum here in Dallas had never gave me any report about it yet.
What did the kids ask you?
Was very little asking to be done. They didn't have anything. They were very happy. I was a survivor and I came. And that's all what it was more important than everything else. They were very happy because there are very few left already. Auschwitz and Dachau survivors. And I'm one of them. I'm blessed. I'm still able to work out every morning. I get up first thing in the morning. I work out 33 minutes in home, in the garage. Then I come in and lay down and rest for 30 minutes. After I lay down and rest for 30 minutes, I get up and I have breakfast. And then I get dressed and I go to the gym. I drive 12 miles to the gym. When I get to the gym, I ride the bicycle for 30 minutes and I do water aerobics for an hour. Then I take a shower and come home. It's a long day, but it's a very rewarding day and I'm still able to manage it. And that I'm very lucky. I feel I'm very blessed. I think I'm the only Holocaust survivor that is going into the gym. I don't think any other ones, I don't see them in there. I wish I would, but I don't see any more survivors come in there. And so I feel like I am very blessed in more way than I know of. Oh, I have my problems. I have a handicapped son, but God will take care of him too. I believe something will come along and will take care of him.
What are some things that you would like people to know about you?
I've been here. We all come to visit. Sometimes I look outside. The weather was so beautiful. The flowers are growing. I look at them and I say to them, "You're so beautiful. It's a shame that someday we have to leave you all." This is an unavoidable trip. Not that I look forward to leaving, but the day will come. I cannot stop it. It's meant to be. That's how life has been. So I'm not scared of whatever has to come or why I'm here. I don't know. I never knew why I've been here. But there must have been a reason why I was chosen to stay in such a good physical condition. Because that's important. Physical condition is very important, and I do not have pains like other people do. I do have a little uncomfortable with my feet once in a while, but I usually will say something has to tell me I'm still here. And so whenever my feet become a little uncomfortable, I feel I'm here. Then I take care of them, I get all right. I don't know.
Is there anything you guys can think of?
Is there any question that you would like me to answer you?
Law enforcement.
To law enforcement. Law enforcement is a beautiful thing because they can keep order. They are very, very honorable people and very devoted to be able to be a law officer. Sometimes they react rude, but most of the time they are very gentle too. I was speeding one day and he timed me. I was going down a hill. I tried to brake the car speeding and I didn't. Finally, by the time I got in the bottom, I went down to Trudy. But as I was up on the hill, I accidentally put my foot on the gas instead of the brakes. And I was going down very fast and he timed me. He came up and he told me to open the window. And I did, and he says, "Why are you speeding?" I said, "Do you know you were speeding?" I said, "Yes, officer, I was speeding." There was a reason why I speeded, because I put accidentally my foot on the gas instead of the brakes. And I'm sorry, I was coming downhill and I was speeding. He says, "This time I let you go with no ticket." And the reason I believe that the reason he didn't give me a ticket because I didn't deny it. I told him, "Yes, I was speeding, officer, and I'm sorry." And I find by telling the truth sometimes is better than to tell a fib. And he didn't give me a ticket and he let me go. So I feel like they have to enforce whatever is available because Otherwise, we would take things in our own hands and just do whatever people have to do. And this is not right.
What do you think of counseling?
Counseling is very important. Counseling is just as important as everything else. I've been in counseling for lots of years, and I learned a lot from her. I never had a chance to tell her how much I learned from her, because usually by the time you find out that you learned that, you're in two different worlds already. But I've been in counseling, and I find I learned a lot. They adjusted me toward life. And sometimes they are more educated than we are. They need to counsel, and sometimes you need to blow steam, and you have to get it out. And by going to a counselor, it sometimes helps for you to relay what's happening.
Tell me about the generations. Speak to us about what you see the difference of generations, from your generation to your son's generation and now your grandchildren.
I cannot give you opinion on my generation. My generation was the old country. It was not an American country. I was raised in a different country with different values than here. We had different respect to people. And when I got to the United States again, I find it's a different way of life. And one thing that the new generation had not learned, they are big takers but not givers. They're not learning how to give. The parents have failed to teach the children that it takes just as much to give as to take. They do not know. They know how to take, definite, very much, but not how to give. That they don't have. It does not come into them. It doesn't fly into them. And the youth does not take time out to teach them. And if some of them have a little money, then they have the maid take care of everything, and then the children grow up with just take, no give.
What does that mean for our communities?
It means sadness, because they don't know how to reciprocate. And then some of them will drop out, some of them sadness, definite sadness. That's what it means to our community, because they do not. I know I have a grandson that when I tell him something he didn't do, I was not taught so. I was not told. He has a brain, you have a brain of your own. Use it. But for that, it's no good enough, because they don't know how to go about it. They don't. They know how to take, not how to give.
What do you miss most about Osi?
Oh, his present. I miss everything about him, his present. He was a great person. He never saw bad in nobody. He only saw good in people. That was my husband. I was very lucky to have him for 60 years. He went away so fast, I don't know when it passed. It passed so fast. 5 years I'm by myself, and he's still with me, because I still talk to him, and I carry his driver's license with mine. He helps me drive, and I have several people now running home looking for their husband's driver's license to put it next to them. Because they believe I do right by having him help me drive.
I have one more question. What would you say is your secret to living a wonderful life, a long life? What's your secret?
I don't have a secret. There's no secret. It's something in me. I don't know what. I don't know why. I don't know what. I cannot explain it. But I guess I never grew up, because I don't act my age. No. Nobody believes my age. And whenever they have to guess me, they ask me in the 70s, but never in the 80s. And somehow I don't believe it myself I'm that age, because I see old people. They're old people. I'm not the one pushing the wagon. I don't know. No idea. But it's the blessing of staying young.
You're inquisitive. That's what keeps you young.
I guess because I have this handicapped son of mine. And that helps me become always more creative and everything I can. So, you brought me matzahs, looks like it.
Hey, tell us some more about watching people walk. What are you learning?
I learned about old people tiptoe. That's not the way to walk. You put your weight down completely. You learn to walk to make sure you carry your whole body. And if you will learn to put your foot down completely, it may take you a little longer, but your walking would be better and you don't get as tired as much as old people do by walking. I watch a lot of people walking now because I'm interested of walking better at this age. And so I feel that I'm learning a little bit more again. I guess the whole life is learning experience. As long as we learn, we live. And that's what I am doing. I'm always looking a new way how to make my life more present for the time being I'm here.
Thanks for listening to Straight Talk with your host, Patti Foster. Patti is a motivational speaker, writer, musician, and has an amazing testimony of God's faithfulness. For more information, log on to www.pattifoster.com.